All right. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about a square root and a perfect square. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. We are going to be doing a lot of this next year in algebra. So I want you guys started with the very basis of it. So the first definition we're going to talk about is a perfect square. A perfect square is a number that is a product of a number, should be another number, when multiplied by itself. So let me think about this. Let's say I do 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is the perfect square. Let's do 3 times 3. 9. 9 is the perfect square. Are all numbers perfect squares? No. We're going to be talking about what our list of perfect squares are. The square root. That is kind of the opposite. A perfect square is the end result when you multiply a number by itself. The square root is that number itself. So for example, square root of 9 is, well, if we take a look up here, 3. For my people who are like, what the heck? How do you get that? If we take a look up here, we just said 3 times 3 is 9. So the square root of 9 is 3. So the actual way of us writing that would be using what's called a radical sign. So it's a sign that's used to find the square root of a number. You guys have seen this before. Well, square root of 9 is 3. There's actually two numbers here. But right now, it could be 3 or it could be negative 3. For our case here, we're only going to talk about the positive numbers. I'm not going to worry about the negative numbers. Not yet. So let's talk about our perfect squares. So let's list this out. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Afterwards, you guys are going to get the idea. So we have 1 times 1. Well, that gives me 1. 2 times 2. That gives me 4. 3 times 3, as we said earlier, that gives us 9. 4 times 4, that gives us 16. 5 times 5, that gives us 25. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 7 is 49. Let's do the opposite. Square root of 1, square root of 4, square root of 9, square root of 16, the square root of 25, of 36, and of 49. Alright, so what I want you guys to do is, on your calculators, square root of 1, we have 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That part's easy. We just went over that. We can use this part right here over here. So what we're going to talk about here is we're going to figure out if the following numbers are perfect squares or not. I'm going to give you guys 4 numbers. What we're going to do is together we're going to solve 2 of them, and 2 of them you're going to do on your own. We're going to determine if these numbers are perfect squares or not. So I'm going to give the numbers 121, 135, 144, and I ran out of room right here, so I'm going to do 195. Case in point, when I take the square root of them, I need to get a whole number. If I get a decimal, it is not a perfect square, period. Alright, so on my calculator, I'm going to do the square root of 121. I get 11. That is a perfect square. So 11 is not a perfect square, but 121 is. Then we're going to do the same thing for 135 together. On your own, you're going to find it for 144. What the heck happened there? For 144 and for 195. Square root of 135 yeah, a second here. Sum is up with my calculator, so 135. I get 11.61. And numbers go on and on and on. Nope. 135 is not a square root. So again, on your own, you're going to find it for 144, see if that's a square root, and see if 195 is a square root. If you guys need any help, please let me know. I am here to help.